We got a dynamic show for you all tonight. We're going to have some fun up in here. First things first, we got to take care of house business and church rules. Make sure that you are following us at Illustrate_radio. Make sure that you're dialed into us on YouTube. Make sure that you have us locked in on iHeartRadio. And if you don't do nothing else, you better hop on your Roku, you guys. Get your 7 on demand. Check out that Illustrate TV channel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I am T. Gray. There go my girl. There go my girl. Lucky in the building. Got my DJ Stiletto in the building. Lucky got us a dope guest tonight. What's going on, girl?
Hey, what's going on? This is a special WCW because it's Father's Day weekend too, right?
Yes, yes.
We got an awesome guest too, who's awesome, who's very much a family person and a great dad. So it's good to have him on tonight. I'm excited. I'm ready to get the laughing because I know he's full of jokes.
Well, go on, look. He ain't here early. He said black men do be on time. Go on, let's bring him on in here.
Well, welcome, Dad. It's so good to have you on. Are we gonna? Can we
thank
get
you for having me on. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you perfectly. You got all pushed with the mic. So
thank
everyone,
you for having me
I
on,
want
ladies. Y'all are.
You're very welcome. But let me give you a proper introduction first because I didn't give you a proper one. So I just kind of said who you were. I forgot that we were going to actually bring you on early since you were to be early is to be on time. Anyway, everyone, welcome the infamous Van, the comedian, the great family oriented genius musical guru or connoisseur, I should say, of the LRF family. And I am so happy to have you on. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just trying to figure out your daggone Cash App so I can go and pay you for that intro right there because that was a whole bunch of lying. That was a whole bunch of lying. I'm not that damn cool at all.
You definitely the
You got me looking around for another nigga. I'm like, is she talking about me?
It's talking about you, bruh. It is talking about you. So later on, you guys, we're going to get into, later on, you guys, we're going to get into the real LFR family. We're going to see everything that Ben got going on, what he be doing. And we're going to talk about that static he was trying to give me on that live the other day, okay? Giving up a little bit static about my IG name.
So this is an ambush. This is an ambush.
You were doing on that chat, the love below, sex talk with T. Gray is right here. What was you saying about my name, bro? What was you saying?
Well,
look, they just told me that the people y'all are amazing, man. I don't want no smoke from nobody. I just come to show love. That's all. I apologize though.
It's jokes is nothing but love here, but we're gonna jump into my love and I'm gonna make it real quick for you guys today. So love and appreciate these daddies, you guys.
Yeah.
We're celebrating Father's Day early. Now, this is a shout out, you guys, to good dads, bad dads, in between dads, tall dads, short dads, fat dads, skinny dads, dads with long dick, dads, little dick, long money dads, short money dads. I'm shouting out all of you. Because no matter what we might think as mothers, or what we may go through sometime as single mothers, it is so very important to make sure that these dads understand their position and their place in their kids' lives and that they're recognized. And I know you guys will probably say, oh, T. Gray slid in bad dads. Why are we going to talk about bad dads? Because you know what? Bad dads still have a place. We cannot neglect the lessons or the lack of lessons that we learn from these absentee dads. Sometimes we look at these situations and we say, it's so horrible that this dad wasn't there. He's a deadbeat. He's this, he's that. But think about the route or the path that your life may have taken or your child's life may have taken by having that wrong parent there, by having that dad that didn't want to be there but was forced to be there. So now they treated their child like a chore. Sometimes people do become stronger. Sometimes people are not their circumstance. So salute to you who knew that you weren't ready, who knew that you needed to go somewhere else, because you never know what type of flourish you could have blocked. You don't know what type of blessings you could have blocked. There are so many professional athletes, there are judges, there are doctors, there are all these people who have come from single parent homes that people maybe would have discarded. And a lot of what they say is, yeah, they think they're moms, but they think the fact that the person who wasn't there was not there, because what if that influence was? You never know what type of gems or what type of pressure, what type of diamonds were not shaped. So as Father's Day comes and you guys are so amped up about all these dads that do celebrate these milestones, also you guys, that these kids made with the ones who don't have their dads there. Celebrate the fact that they don't allow that to them bog them down, and celebrate the dads who did not have a father, yet they were better fathers because of it. So that's just my love and today. Love and happy Father's Day to all you guys. I am missing my daddy. I'm missing my daddy. For those of you who follow me know what I got going on. Y'all know I
That's
lost my
damn
dad in
good.
January. Yeah, the show I had before here, we dedicated it to my daddy. Girl was all tears. So I miss my dad.
That was
Everything I am on
amazing.
the mic, everything I am on camera is my father. So, and this was a man who you guys was not in my life. But I took care of him the last year of his, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world. So shout out to dads in general. Yeah.
That was
So
amazing.
Shout out
let's
to your
get into
daddy.
just my love.
My luck. So it's just my luck that it's Father's Day, and I am definitely 120, 30, 120 million% a daddy's girl. I don't know where I would be without my father, my grandfather, all the men in my family. And I want to shout out especially to the single fathers, the great co-parent fathers who make it easy and make it simple to love and still embrace one another and kind of have that example for fathers. Shout out to Oprah. I never really shout out Oprah. I'm going to tell you why. I don't really like her like that, but she did a special yesterday that was just so amazing. It was so amazing and so touching that it actually brought up a lot of things that I feel as though as people we need to really address. Black men and the statistics that are against them, saying that they're not in their children's lives, that they are not around, when the studies are proven every day that Black men actually play and interact with their children more. They're actually there on the day-to-day, whether they're in the home with the child or not, they're still very much active. And get this, 50% of our Black men, which is 2.4 million Black men, are very much active in their child's lives. So all of these CDC surveys that are saying, fathers that are not in the home versus fathers that are not fathering children is a whole different story. Mind you, we have 1.2 million of our men incarcerated. So these are a lot of people who aren't really fortunate to even have their fathers around. And yet there are still fathers who are even being fathers from jail. So shout out to every Black man, whether you are a father now or you're a father figure to someone, because technically you don't have to birth a child to be a role model for one. And I see so many of our Black kings, I like to call them Nubian kings, but I see so many of them like rising and actually teaching and leading, and we're taking back ownership. And I am so proud. I am so proud of you all. And I know the struggles that you all face. I'm not in your shoes, but I can relate to you. And as women, it's time for us to know that we are not men. We cannot be fathers. Okay, we cannot substitute a father. So I would really love for this Father's Day to be just directly for fathers, not for mothers who want to be fathers, or mothers who decided to cross over and now they're dressing like one way or they're identifying as another way. I'm talking about actual fathers only, okay? Father figure like only. And this holiday, hopefully, because it's June 9th, it's Juneteenth weekend as well, which is another important staple. I just hope that we can really embrace and love on our men harder and understand that we have a leg up, sisters. And it's time for us to nurture, because I know that Tupac made this statement and he said, you know, if we don't basically take care and protect our ladies, we'll have a race of babies that hate the ladies. Well, we do have that now. We are in that state right now. So now, women, it is not even up to the men. It is up to us to make sure that that we are nurturing way more and loving and being more understanding and healing ourselves before we can heal others, of course, but mainly healing ourselves and understanding that men have been through a lot of trauma. They go through and they face things that we have no clue about every day. So anyway, that's my rant. I got really emotional. I thought I was about to shed a
But
tear.
you hit it on all eight, though, sis. You hit it on all eight. And shout out to Tupac, because it is his birthday. So she picked the perfect person lyric to pull, because it's his
That's what I
birthday.
said,
Tupac
Gemini.
is like 50, 51 today. But that was dope, though. That is very, very
That was
important piece
amazing.
for people to
That was fucking
take
awesome.
with them. So we can't jump into no music break, but we got a dynamic guest tonight. So we gonna jump into this while we're talking about men, talking about dads. Tell us one, because I'm new. I'm new to the LFR family, the real LFR family. Tell me what that stands for, what that represents, and what that brand means to people.
It stands for likes, follows, and retweets. It's a huge community that we're building. We're trying to tap into the potential where others saw none. There's a lot of people out there who are just great, and they haven't been given an opportunity to show their greatness, show what they're made of. So I try to pretty much put people in positions so that they can do awesome things. But before I get all deep into that, I just wanted to say that y'all did an excellent job, like talking about fathers and whatnot. I feel great with how knowledgeable you guys are, how respectful you guys are, and y'all just are beautiful Black women, and I really appreciate that. That's on the inside and out. But I will say this: I find issue with the fact that y'all show love to men who are fathers, who got big dicks and little dicks, but you won't show love to women who walk around with a strap on and say that they can celebrate fatherhood too.
What we not
So
gonna do?
that's some bullshit.
Okay, what we not gonna do is salute a chick, okay, who got on a strap on. Yo, I just saw this meme the
Hey,
other
look, she
day
got
that
some
don't have
step
me
kids, bro. She got some
crying,
step kids.
because somebody posted just the other day, was like, y'all think such and such is crazy. Meanwhile, there's a girl sucking a strap on and another chick wearing it that's moaning, like
Moaning.
happy in
Oh man, I saw
tears.
that joint.
Yo,
Oh
so
man.
I'm gonna keep it just 100, since this is where we are, you guys. I am not homophobic by no means. I will say that. Let me preface what I'm gonna say with that. I'm not homophobic by no means.
That.
I don't care how you get down in your bedroom. I don't care if you strap up, don't strap up. I don't care if you put your finger in the butt, don't put it in there. Whatever you want to do, have at it. But like Lucky said, to be honest with you, no matter how masculine you are, I don't care if you a dom chick who got a goatee and a mustache and you smoke a pack of Newports today. I don't care what your situation is. That does not make you a father. That doesn't make you the dad.
It does not.
And I think
you cannot have the, I'm just saying they cannot have the experiences as a man. You haven't earned that. You don't deal on the day to day. You can't just get up and say I'm a daddy. Like, just because I take you to school and I play football with you in the yard. I do that with my son, and I'm very much like,
amen. And I'm not taking nothing away from having a 2-parent household. If that's your lifestyle And if you are the more masculine of the two, hey, if that's what you want to do, by all means. But the same way I wouldn't expect to tell a chick happy Father's Day, if you were also a gay male couple, I'm not going to tell the feminine one happy Mother's Day just because he got his nails done and his eyebrows is arched. I'm not doing it. Like, I think that people, and again, I know somebody's going to be offended, but I think it is going a little bit overboard. I think that being secure in your sexuality doesn't then have to come across confusing when it comes to parenting. If it's two moms, then it's two moms. If it's two dads, then it's two dads. You can't be what you want to be today. Like Bruce Jenner, he went from being a dad. So am I now supposed to give him a Mother's Day card? Like, no, I don't think that now.
No, just like no.
To give you a Mother's Day
I don't even want to tap in.
My dad my whole life. Like, just because you got titties, I got to give you a Mother's Day. Like, it's too much. So if it's too much for me, as an adult woman who's almost 40, imagine what a 5 or 6-year-old is going through trying to figure this out. Like, my dad has breasts and my dad has a period. Or, my mommy pees.
The dad can't. No, wait, pause. Hold on, wait. Cap. They can't do that.
This is going left. This is going left.
This is going way left. It's going left. We're gonna bring it right back in full circle because
better than I spit that ish. I'm trying to tell you, this is a real topic though that I think that people should really we need to have a round table. We need to have a forum and really talk about this shit. Like, again, I'm not homophobic. I'm all for whatever lifestyle you live. And I'm all for raising your children to be understanding, to be loving, to be respectful, to be, open to whatever it is around them and secure in their own sexuality. All those things.
A transgender.
That's what I'm saying. Is Bruce Jenner now getting Mother's Day card?
Very quiet and safe. Van is being really safe right now. I know he's being very safe, but you opened up the door, and I'm gonna need for you to close it right on back. So we're gonna bring it back to you, okay? So how do you feel about what? What are your opinions about like transgender men or doms or feminine people of the LGBTQ community? Because I wanted to say something else, but what are your thoughts about it?
If his mama named Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay. Nah, but seriously, y'all got me dying over here. I'm trying to be as professional as possible because is cancel still a thing?
Cancel? Okay, you want to exit?
Yes.
We cool. We're gonna bring the culture's still here. We
I don't know.
Cancel. If you want to answer the question,
I will say
I'm
this.
gonna let you slide.
No. I answer it. I don't give a damn. They know that.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. I'm the same way as you guys. I try to respect people for who they are. You already know I used to be a super Christian, and I was against a bunch of shit. I was one of them people who thought, oh, since I'm doing anything proper, then they need to be doing it too.
Did you just curse?
I'm sorry?
Did you just curse?
Would you say little nigga? Yeah, I just cuss.
Oh.
Yeah, I cuss a little bit. I do that a little bit.
He cursing now too? Oh yeah, this is saying cursing now. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't know who this is.
And nah, I cuss sometimes too. But I have respect for people, man. I just love talking to people who are. I don't have any gay friends. I don't have a whole bunch of. I can't even name anybody that's gay in my family, because I'm sure it's a bunch of them, but they were more likely closeted because the way our family treated people who was just ignorant. But I think everybody should be treated with the same level of respect. But the jokes don't. I think anybody that's offended by somebody who's speaking from a pure heart and not trying to offend, fuck them. Because everybody's too fucking sensitive nowadays, and you're talking to a bunch of people. You're talking to a bunch of people who love people. First of all, First and foremost, you're talking to a bunch of people who love people, and they're talking about something that's important enough to communicate about. If anybody want to be offended, you should be offended after the conversation with you being in it. So don't be offended without being a part of the conversation, because conversations fix shit. It will fix the whole fucking world if we just allow it. But people get offended so quick and jump to conclusions so fucking fast that at that point, I'm like, shit, if canceled is my cost, then fuck it, let me pay it. What's your cash app? Because I'm talking from a pure place. I don't want to offend anyone. You know, I'm living in a glass house just like everyone else out there. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I mean? If you walk around with, you know, a fake penis and you harder than me and you got more face hair than me, and I'm be like, what's up, bruh? But if you fat as hell, I'm gonna look at you because you're a girl first. I mean, I'm just saying, that's just how men are. There's some cute ass doms out there. Don't fake like it's not. Brothers, don't fake like it's not. Now, if you see a little print, if I see a little print in the front of it and you really manned up, then nah, I can't look. Then I feel gay if you look too manly. I'm gonna be like, oh shit. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I have issues with the pronoun thing. And I mean, like, she was just now talking about Bruce Jenner, and she kept calling him he. But a lot of people will be offended by you simply calling cuz he. So I gotta call cuz Bruce, or call whatever the name that Bruce want to be called now, in order to not offend. What I'm not going to do is play fucking hopscotch around people's feelings just so I don't offend anyone. That's not what I'm going to do. I never play hopscotch. I never play double dutch. I'm not about to do that to not offend anyone. Go ahead.
I never seen a set of a group of people who wanted to be included but exclude themselves so much. Me and a good friend of mine were having this conversation, pretty much stating that they're just like, so I want to be equal, but yet you're forcing yourselves kind of to stand out as this, you know, powerhouse, where it's not, I don't even feel like it's being closeted. Some people are ashamed and don't want to come out. That is your choice. I don't give a fuck about people that much. So if I was gay, I'm definitely going to come out and be who I am 24/7. However, I know that how I was born is who I am. And just changing that to me is confusing. But again, that's outside the point. If everyone just, you know, because I don't want to get my feelings too much and my emotions involved in it. But I just feel as though like it's kind of weird that you want to be included, but yet you're making me exclude you, and you're also forcing me to do something that I don't want to do. Isn't that like the whole concept of, like, I guess, equal rights and equal choices? I don't have to do it. You know, you don't have to listen. So, like you said, it's like so much control. Like you're trying to control my every movement, my thoughts, how I view things. That having self-awareness and just having self-knowledge is a crime now. Like I can't be who I am because it offends you. So what the fuck about me? Like,
right,
you're forcing
so
me.
You guys,
you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And honestly, I'm glad you brought that up because
favorite,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. We have a delay, so people never know when we're talking on here. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to make this point really quickly, because of what Lucky said. So one of my most favorite comedians, you guys, is Monroe Flame. Monroe Flame is a transgender comedian. He is extremely open, and I'm sorry if I'm saying he versus she, but extremely open, honest, aware, fantastic person in person, and just fantastic on stage. He went on the Breakfast Club and made that same point that Lucky just made. Now, this is a gay man who then is transgender, who then performs as a woman on stage. And he said that their community, although this is what he is and this is, you know, how he lives, that it is definitely forced on us. And although the stigma is, like she said, that they're so excluded, They're forcing it on us so much that it does not give us an opportunity to choose. And how dare they be in that position to take away our choice to choose, which is essentially what they're fighting against for themselves. You know what I mean? So
it's like a big
yeah, so
anomaly. I'm like, what?
yeah, it doesn't have to be beat down a person's throat. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it's wrong to share
Pause.
this view or this viewpoint. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I want to hear what
Did
you
you
got to
tell me
say.
to
Oh no,
pause?
you said down their throat, so I said pause. No,
Oh, no pun intended. I'm sorry. I talk about sex all the time, and that still went over my head. Um,
I
can't. I talk about sex every day, and that one. I know what I was trying to say.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Good.
That's on me.
I was like, pause.
I saw the line and I walked over it.
Pause.
It's okay. It's okay. But no, you made a valid point, Lucky, is what I was saying. And not only is it a valid point by what you said, but that is sometimes the consensus of that community also. The consensus sometimes of that community is that it's being forced on us.
Let me tell you something. If it's one group of people that should never walk around on eggshells, afraid to say anything that the fuck they want to say, is Black women. Because y'all are the group that should be protected. Y'all are the group that stepped over and always looked past. So if it's any group of people that should not feel like they should ever have to walk on eggshells, it should be you all. Period. I don't give a fuck what it is. Also, as far as the community, is concerned, I do think that they force the hell out of it. Like, I don't have to be like, I don't force on people that this heterosexual male who need respect when I step in the room. Why the fuck would I want that? Why? If anything, I want to be low key, get in, get out, be respected, show respect, handle my business, get back home safely, so I won't fucking die in these streets, because we already know how difficult it is for all of us. So at the end of the day, man, show love, get love shown back. But if you want to throw your shit in people's face all the time, goddamn, I don't know, man. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I do too. But I guess I kind of want to make light of it a little bit as well. So I just noticed your welfare boy shirt. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because that's very interesting.
Welfare Boy is a brand that I'm starting. It's actually me. When I was younger, I was adopted at the age of 3 into the Hall family, because my father, he was, like the young lady said, what's the one with the locks? What's your name again? What's your name again? I apologize.
T Gray. T Gray.
It's okay. T Gray.
C Gray. Okay, my bad.
No.
The way she was.
Probably funny. It's
TK. T Gray.
T Gray. Yeah, boy.
T Gray. Okay. I got it. I apologize. Okay, I won't get it wrong again. T Gray. All right. So, like she pretty much said when she was talking about fathers earlier, she was pretty much saying sometimes things happen for a reason, and you're placed. The parents that birthed you are not in your life for a reason, because they wasn't ready, or whatever the case may be. And I was adopted into my cousin raised me. And since I was always in the system, my family was bearing my last name, because my father was the youngest child from my grandparents' 13 kids, youngest son. They thought it was a joke to call me welfare boy, because I was always in the system. I was always going to meet with the social workers and hoping to meet with my mother was supposed to meet at the courtroom, and sometimes didn't show up. A lot of times didn't. My father never came, and he was family, but he was out and about doing his thing. And at the end of the day, as a kid, I was pissed off about it, but I realized that I was fortunate enough to be placed in a home of somebody who gave a fuck and will raise me with some principles and some morals and keep me away from that. So I was always, because of the state that my father and my mother was in, I always wanted to be a hustler. but I wanted to hustle everything legal and never touch drugs. So that's what I did. That's what I do. And and since they named me Welfare Boy as a joke, I figure I'm gonna be that nigga called Welfare Boy to get rich. So hey, call me what you want now.
Amen. Wow. Like, wow. That's a lot. That's a
Sham,
lot of
wow. Hey, it's love, man. It's a beautiful thing.
it's a lot of love,
It's,
I have
listen,
a
but
listen.
that
question.
just
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh, can
sorry.
you hear me? It's a delay. I'm sorry. Hi, guys. I know I'm not talking too much because I'm in the gym, but I have a personal question for our guests. So, okay, so what my co-hosts don't know is I was adopted as well, but I was adopted as a baby, maybe like 3 hours after I came out the womb. So, I mean, did that push you, knowing that you were adopted and knowing, how you came up and things like that? Did that push you to want to go harder? Like for me, my hustle is it's crazy. I know
yeah, it's
it
just
pushes me. So I guess for somebody else, to hear their story and to hear their grind and where they are, did that push you to want to hustle more to succeed because of I guess those feelings, or from where that came from? If that makes sense. I'm sorry.
To answer your question, yes, we are kind of sort of kindred spirits because I'm sure you understand that 1,000%. I can see it in your face. Yeah, absolutely. Your hustle was amazing. All of you are just y'all didn't blew my mind. I honestly wasn't expecting to have this much fun. I'm gonna keep it a band. But at the
okay.
end of the day, yes, that really pushed me. That made me want to. Okay. Let me just tie it in like this. We wonder why the homosexual community are always in somebody's face pushing an issue, even when things aren't that bad, but they have to push an issue. Well, sometimes that's where their strength lie. In order for them to really push for better and try to make sure everybody receive what they supposed to receive, they have to like be angry. They have to be focused. They have to have some sort of energy that says, "I'm not welcome. They don't want us around. We need to go twice as hard to get to where we want to be." And because of that, that's why they have so much power right now. And because they're making so many moves to make sure that they make moves for everyone else. Well, me, I always wanted to have that chip on my back and continue to push and always want to be in somebody's face. Always shit. I don't want to keep on going from topic to topic, but the young lady T Gray asked me what does LFR mean in LFR family. It's likes, follows, and retweets. And I noticed that people are out there selling their souls for likes, follows, and retweets. They want to be somebody. They're selling their ass online. Hey, you know what? If that's your superpower and your ass is pretty enough to sell, if your feet are pretty enough to pour milk over the motherfuckers and somebody pay you $50 and be in your OnlyFans for that, then who am I to
Facts.
judge? You feel me? Everybody
Mhm.
got their hustle. Everybody got their
Mhm.
superpower. If your superpower is beauty, brains, whatever it is, use that shit to get to your next level or make an opportunity for someone else. But I always use that not being what's the word I'm looking for?
Like,
I always didn't feel I never felt like I was in a community because my own
mhm.
family separated me from everyone else. So I was always looking for that bigger community, not to be a part of, but to bring more people into and try to figure out how I can add value to it and add value to other people's lives so that they can go out there and sell that value and get more benefits for their own families. And so to go all around Sally's barn, yes, I always use it as some sort of fire to keep me going. And I never will stop. I'm never satisfied. I don't know. I'm living a good life. Here's the thing, and Lucky don't know this. This is the first time she's going to hear this. I just now quit my 6-figure job to do this shit full time. And guess what? I don't even make that yet. I don't even make it yet. I'm scared. I'm scared. But guess what? I'd rather bet on my fucking self than to bet on the government, than to bet on anybody. I'm not going to keep on putting in my time for something. I mean, only thing you're going to give me is what you believe I'm worth after these 2 weeks. If I put in this time by my damn self, nigga, are you out your fucking mind? I always felt like I was a hustler. Seventh grade, bought my whole freaking wardrobe for school by my damn self, just by pumping gas, taking people trash out, washing windows. I was the dude on the block where people would joan on me when I'm walking to the gas station with my daggone squeegee. But guess what? I was also that cute little skinny nigga who could sing, who would take your bitch. So you joning on me for hustling, but at the same time,
I love
I'm that
it.
young and that's,
I
you know what I mean?
fucking
I
love
always had the
it.
hustler. So that's pretty much it to answer your question. I apologize. I missed your name too, but that was a great question, and I
Mimi,
apologize for
DJ
going
Stiletto. I'm
too
sorry,
long.
DJ Stiletto, DJ Stiletto, DJ Stiletto. I'm so used to call her because I know her
Dear
too.
Stiletto,
So my bad. It's DJ Stiletto,
I bet
yes.
DJ
So talking
Stiletto,
about like,
bet.
so this is big. This is the first time I ever hearing this. Very
I've been there
proud
for
of you.
17 years. Thank you.
I know, but this is what I'm saying is the fact that I know when it started and to see the
You was
growth
there.
in I was there and to see the growth from ground up and literally y'all if you could see the story like the journey from my point of view as well, you would know that this is a big shock and this is amazing and also just we had a conversation about this. This is dope. I'm so
Lucky.
I'm so huh?
Can I say one thing, Lucky?
Yes.
She was one of the only people that was riding with me. No bullshit. It was a bunch of
Yeah.
people like that was like, here go this nigga doing more shit. Here go he posting more
And,
shit. Like, come on. Like,
mhm.
I'm like, look, I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to do something. I'm out here moving. And she was like, oh shit, let's have a conversation sometimes. We should have a conversation. And we was doing that shit. Like, but other
Yeah,
people was like, oh, this nigga just pressed for something. Yeah, I'm pressed. I'm pressed to get the fuck up out of here. Let's go.
yeah, and you did it, and you did it in a. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to get to the formula. We got to get to. Okay, so the fact that you're able to do this, to me, it feels like less than a year. It's probably been a little bit over there. I want to say maybe like October, around that time, 2 years ago or something, maybe a little bit sooner. So I want to say it's almost about to be 2 years, maybe, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. And I
Yeah.
see you start from 0 followers to now how many on YouTube?
200,000. 200,000. 206.
200,000. We should have went live from your YouTube page.
Hey, look, we still can, we will, but here's the thing. Even that's all smoke and mirrors. I tell people that shit all the time. It's smoke and mirrors.
It's all
Y'all see
smoke and
people with a
mirrors,
million.
but man, hold on, wait. It's all smoke and mirrors, but you were able to leave your job from it. Now, let's just be clear. It's not like you're not making nothing, bruh. So cut the shit and give yourself some
Okay.
credit. No, for real. Give yourself a little bit of credit. Don't downplay something that you did in a major way, not just for you, but also for your kids, because I see them. You see what I'm saying? So it's a great thing. Talk about that as well. Touched on how you basically want a community of people and how you want to kind of showcase what their talents are and things like that. Give us a little bit of insight on, I have a two-part question. The expansion on how you got the kids, because it's called LFR Family, because literally everyone, it started as with him, but then he included his entire family, from his beautiful wife to his beautiful children. And now they're also doing their own thing too. So it's a great thing to see. So how did you get that started with the children, and what was and why do you do your concept of your show? Because I see you showcase a lot of musicians, a lot of different talent. So what made you also go in that direction too as well? So the first question is family related in the expansion, and the second question is why did you choose the concept of showing love to others? I mean, I know
I
why,
did it
but
because
what made you go in that direction, and with music particularly?
because I was posting podcasts and little comedic shit on YouTube, and I was stuck at 52 followers for 2 years, and then I saw some black dudes listening to white music, and they had big ass channels. I just so happened to have a gummy that night, and figured I'd jump into it myself. So that's what I did, and it was and I had
Ooh, this
fun
is the
doing it.
best
It was
feeling, guys.
amazing. But I did one video and it started moving, and I saw that, and I did another one and it jumped up to like 500 followers in like a week. I'm like, get the fuck out. 10 time. If you ever do anything and you get 10
Wow.
time the investment, come on now, you onto something.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
just stayed in it, and apparently the niche of let me be careful about how I say this. Um, White America really want us to know how great their artists were. So what they would do is pay black people to check out their artists. Thing is, I started being a little too honest, and YouTube kept slowing down my channel. They slowed down my channel like 5 times, and sent me a couple of strikes and everything because I was being a little too honest, which is bullshit, by the way. But once I started doing that, my son was helping me set up the lamps. We had one lamp in his room. He was helping me set them up. I was like, "Won't you be in the video with me?" And we did a Nicki Minaj joint, and that was fun because we did black artists, but it didn't move anything. And eventually he started being in more videos with me, and then my daughter, and then I taught him how to start his own joint. He started one in August last year. He's at 70K right now followers. My daughter started a channel a little later. She has 20K subscribers on YouTube as well. And she stopped doing her channel for 3 months because she started teaching, and just really going hard for her career. And next thing you know, we were able to just grow off of one another. And there really was no secret sauce or anything like that. I just played the game. One thing I did do though, I did 3 times the videos that I saw other people doing. So if they were doing 2 a day, I started doing 6, and really pushed the envelope. So yeah, hopefully I answered the question.
Yeah, you did. You did. So he started to extend with the family. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let T Gray get a question in because I feel like I got something else I want to ask, but I want to make sure I ask it properly. And I know T Gray got this you want to say, and I don't know. I tend to like hog the stage sometimes when I get too excited. So I'm gonna try to
She's
go
so
ahead
polite.
and just put it in the background.
Who's so polite, me or Lucky?
You. I trust me. Lucky is not polite. She's very friendly though. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's like the light of the party. She's definitely the life of the party wherever she go, for real. But you're very polite. You're just sitting there all nice, like, okay, I'll wait.
Because you know what though? Let me tell you something about T Gray. I don't mind letting other people shine. It's not my turn all the time. It's not my turn all the time.
That rhymes too. I love it.
I talk a little bit of junk about Lucky letting people get a word in edgewise, but the reality of it is I see her growth. And if I have to sit back and be quiet sometimes to allow my friend to continue to grow, I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. Not at all. That's my book.
Yeah,
Don't you cry, nigga. Don't cry. Don't you cry. Don't cry.
All right.
Yeah. But when she shut up, I be talking again. What I think is important about what you're doing is that not only have you been able to figure out the algorithm, so to speak, but you're building a platform that then teaches other people how to do it. And so you're pouring back in. What has been your biggest success thus far in teaching other people to do what you do?
Discord. We have a Discord. That's Discord. It ends in LFR Family, but I forgot it's Discord.// Family. We build a Discord that's like I'm teaching. Y'all gonna hate me once I say this, but I figured there's I'm
A
teaching white
niche for it.
people how to do versus battles, but with rock bands against rock bands, and it's really growing our community. Just in case you don't know, I have a professional OnlyFans called Patreon. Y'all heard of Patreon, I'm sure.
Yes,
I have a
yes.
Patreon, and
Man, why are you dropping all these bombs on me and I don't know this shit?
and and we have every month we have between 80 to 100 people, because it fluctuates by the people just
Mhm,
buy a
mhm.
day pass sometimes just so they can see stuff for the month. But a lot of them are coming over to our Discord, and we're creating like I have a paid employee now, which is amazing. I didn't even think that I would be here, and I have a bunch of other people who do things um, because they see where the channel are going. So I got an executive assistant, I got a community director, a digital technician. Um, I got an executive producer. Is shit is just coming together. So the Discord is my biggest success from this right here, because the community is growing, and my son and my daughter are like, they're like bosses there. It's like that I don't know what the fuck's happening, to be honest with you. That's why I'm stumbling all over my words, but something's happening, and people can smell it, and shit is moving forward. So yeah.
And to be honest, and to be honest, we started everything. We started every genre. Okay, from metal, from heavy metal to rock. We started that.
I always
Everything
gotta
is a
start some
culture
shit.
appropriated from us. Okay, I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm just saying what it is. So at the end of the day,
Start
it's
some
only
shit.
right, especially if you have a musical ear for it. It is kind of true. Everything stems from our rhythm and our culture. Um, we started
It's
everything.
not kind of true. It's not kind of true. It is true. It's
It is true. That's
definitely
what I'm
true.
saying. It is true. Okay, I just want to make sure you wasn't agreeing because it looked like you wasn't in agreement with me. But
Hey,
I just
nah,
think
I
it's super
definitely
dope
agree.
because I think it's super dope because I mean that's pretty much genius. That's whatever. Think about the rap culture. Think about the corporate and the industry behind that rap culture. Think about versus now versus when it first started because versus has now been so incorporated and it's a whole different animal right now. I think what you're
Whole
doing
different
is
animal.
reverse and genius if you ask me because no one is doing it. I definitely want to be a part of it because
Oh
I
my
know that it's
gracious.
gonna. I'm so with the shits. I'm sitting here. I'm like this motherfucking genius.
Listen,
He's a genius.
we had one today. We had one today where the DJ was a young lady from UK, and the gentleman who was a part of it was from Finland, and so one guy was from Finland, another guy is in California, and the lady was the DJ, and her name is Jane, Kevin, and Andrew, and then the one who was playing the music based off of what the DJ told them to do in between her intros. She's from Canada, so people are all over the world helping me build this community, and I think it's freaking amazing. And I'm teaching them about our culture. They stop and listen, and okay, my bad, my bad, T Gray.
So
My
I'm
bad,
sorry.
Tony.
No. So you guys who can't see what's happening in the
Tony in the
background,
back,
I'm
like,
typing in our chat. No, so but so that message is not for you. Okay. That message is for us. You guys excuse my typo. You see your girl was typing too fast. That message was not for you though, sir. You can definitely finish your point. Definitely.
I just want to say
No,
y'all are
you fix your
beautiful and
point. Go ahead.
amazing. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Y'all are amazing. And
He said, "Look,
keep doing
I
what the
don't want
fuck
to hear
y'all
nobody
doing. Keep doing what y'all are doing. And the fact that y'all don't have to clickbait like bigger artists and white artists and stuff like that and build an organic following the way you all are doing it. This is the shit that lasts. This is where the money is. I'm telling you that shit right now because once people don't understand this, once podcasts pop, they get fucking paid. Way, oh my God. People don't, that's what I'm trying to get into. And they like, nope, we need you to stay right here. We don't want to pay you more. Stay right here. they won't let me get into podcasting. But y'all are doing the right way.
That's your niche, though. Your niche is what you're doing right now, and I'm glad that you're creating a lane. I think it's super dope, and I'm so glad you were able to come on the show. We were able to have you on. Shout out to LFR family and everyone. I see what the kids are doing. They're not even kids no more. They're grown people. I feel it make me kind of feel old, even though you way older than me. I just had to slide that in. But yeah, so thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Bless you. I appreciate y'all for asking me to come. Thank you.
You want me to
Oh,
play the
you
song,
guys,
Keish?
you gotta let me
My
ride
bad.
the thing up if you can play the song. Listen, I'm trying to fight and talk at the same time. So thank you so much for coming on and being a part of Illustrate Radio. Um, just as a team, I know that we look forward to maybe partnering with you, helping to build our brand, helping to build our brands individually. You guys, if you have not checked out our guest, if you're not really up on what he's doing, make sure that you do follow him at the real LFR family. Hop on it. We've had a great time. You guys, make sure that you are checking us out each and every week, streaming live right here from our Studio 202 DC page on Facebook, streaming live right here from our YouTube channel. Make sure that you are listening to us on iHeartRadio. Make sure that you definitely hop on your Roku, download your 7 on Demand app, check out Illustrate TV channel. You guys, we are building, we are growing, and we are having a good damn time. I am T Gray. That is Lucky. DJ Stiletto got a song for us to pull us out, you guys. Make sure you hop on
Yes.
Illustrate Radio and follow each and every one of us. Check out all this Black Girl Magic. Check out our guests and Stiletto. Boo. You got it.
Good night. This is from
Good
Irie
night.
Soldier. It's called Magic.
And the video will be released on Friday.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Irish soldier again, yeah. Soldier again, yeah. So many sleepless nights, but everything's fine when you're by my side. Girl, you are the reason why I wake up in the morning with a new vibe. Girl, you have the right energy. When you're looking at me eyes, it make me sing melodies, boy. And we have the right chemistry. When you bubble bandy something, it give me the remedy. I feel the love